It's that time again, our favourite time of the week. So Noah's kids have had loads of kids, we've gone down all through the generations, and now we have a new main character whose name is Abram. The first that Abram ever hears from God is he says, "Get thee out of thy country and from thy father's house unto a land that I will show thee." So Abram's just living his life, and suddenly God goes, "Off you go." What? Oh, sorry, yeah, I'm God. Leave. Go somewhere else, I'll show you where. Oh, bloody hell, do you do this with everyone? Yeah, you'll get used to it, sort of a thing. God promises to give Abram a great nation. So obviously Abram goes, yeah, sounds like a pretty sweet deal. His wife, by the way, bit of backstory, is barren. She has no children, she can't have children. Abram leaves and Lot went with him. Who's Lot? Lot is Abram's nephew. Things are getting a bit tetchy between Abram and Lot at this point. As I understand it, they've both got quite a lot of cattle. That could be a metaphor. It could also just mean they're just carting about a bunch of sheep with them. Either way, Abram goes, "Look, mate, let's just part ways. We're getting into a load of grief here." Lot lifted up his eyes and beheld all the plain of Jordan, that it was well watered everywhere before the Lord destroyed Sodom and Gamorrah. Don't give me fucking spoilers. So anyway, Lot shoots off towards Sodom. It says the men of Sodom were wicked and sinners. So that's not looking good. Abram settles down with his wife. He gets the little patch that God promised him. No! Right, Abram's just been having a chat with God. He's gutted, he still hasn't had any kids, and he's like, "Look, God, I know we're on good terms and everything, but I can't have any kids. Can you do anything about that?" Abram's wife, Sarai, says to him, "The Lord has restrained me from having kids, can't have kids. So go in unto my maid," are her exact words, "because then I can just have children through her." And after Abram had dwelt 10 years in the land that God had given him, Sarai took Hagar, her maid the Egyptian, and gave her to her husband to be his wife. And he went in unto Hagar, and she conceived. That is crazy. God just appears and goes, "Your name's not Abram anymore." Huh? I like to imagine he was just asleep or something. "Oh, just having a nice dream. Your name's not Abram anymore, I'm changing it." "Oh, fuck. Oh, God. You're alright, mate. I've been trying to get in touch for ages." Your name's not Abram." "What do you mean my name's not Abraham? Abraham now. Everyone knows me as Abram. What would that be? I can't just go, 'Oh, how you going, Abram?' No, call me Abraham now." "Why?" "Well, God said." They're not going to believe that, are they? "You're going to make me look like a cock in front of all my friends." "Well, I don't care. That's what happens. I'm renaming you Abraham." Which is a better name, to be fair. God makes a deal with Abraham, as he is now, that Abraham's going to be in charge of generations of people coming out of his, household. And to signify all of these children, he invents circumcision. Did Abraham ask for that? "Look, you're going to be amazing, you're going to be really powerful. Cheers, God. Is there any way I can, get that in writing, or is there any sort of proof that you could give me?" "Oh, yeah, sure. I could cut a bit of all your kids' dicks if you want." "Well, that wasn't my first thought at all. Just, mark it down on a contract or something." "No, I quite like the dick cutting. I'm just going to do that now." "All right, yeah, oh, he's gone. All right, good talk." And then God says, "As for your wife, her name is now Sarah." How is he supposed to break that to her? "All right, Sarah." "What? That's not my name, Abram." "No, about that. I had a chat with God. Long story short, I'm Abraham, you're Sarah, and all of our children have a bit less dick flesh. So, just another day in the Old Testament." Maybe God just got his name wrong, because he doesn't check in with him that much. "How's it going, Abraham?" "Abram." No, it's Abraham, I thought." "No, it's definitely been Abram all my life." We'll say it's Abraham. You're Abraham now. "And your wife, Sarah?" "No, not Sarah." "Yeah, she's called Sarah. We're just going to go with Sarah, and then I'm right." And God's always got the "I gave you the land" card. You know what I mean? So they can't argue with him. It's like, come on, who gave you all this? Yeah, all right, yeah, she's called Sarah. I'll let her know." Anyway, Abraham, very obediently, immediately goes into the house and cuts all of the kids' dicks. He is loyal. No, why would you do that? Right, so he renames her Sarah, and then he goes, "And I will bless her and give thee a son. Sarah shall bear a son, and you shall call him Isaac." Can you stop telling me what to name everything? To which God's like, "Yeah, I used to have a bloke who did this for me. His name was Adam. It didn't really work out." So, just to acknowledge what's happened, Abram was so gutted that he couldn't have kids that his wife let him fuck her maid, and she bore him children, and God just watched and didn't fucking do anything. And then God says, "How about that kid you wanted, by the way? I can make that happen." Oh, God. Oh, there's a bit where God tells Sarah, "You're going to have a son." And Sarah just laughs, because she's really old at this point. She's like, "Oh yeah, good one, God, nice one. You think it's funny, do ya? Boom, pregnant. I'm God. And then God says he's going to destroy Sodom and Gomorrah. Finally gets around to that. Where has God? Has God been on holiday or something? Has he got like another universe that he just goes? Is there a whole other book somewhere, like a spin-off series? And then Abraham says he's going to destroy everyone in Sodom. What if there's, nice people? If you find like 50 nice people, they're called righteous, but I'm just saying nice. If you find 50 nice people, can you spare the city? Don't let them die with all the wicked people. And God goes, yeah. If there's 50 nice people, I'll let the city go free. And Abraham goes, what if there's like not that? What if there's like 45 nice people? And God goes, yeah, right, yeah, if there's 45, I won't destroy it. And Abraham goes, 40? And God says, yeah, right, 40. If I find 40 nice people, I won't destroy it. And Abraham goes, 30? Like, genuinely just carries on. 20, 10. Anyway, Lot still lives in Sodom, and an angel goes to Lot and goes, you might want to shoot off. God's going to go mental in a minute. Lot goes with his wife and his 2 daughters. They just shoot out of Sodom, and they get told, look, just don't look back. Don't look behind you. Just ignore what's happening. I know that's your life, but just carry on going forward, which is quite nice. I think it's like nice advice from God. Like, it's going to be hard, but just don't look back. Be strong. Go ahead. So Lot leaves with his wife and daughters, and the Lord rained upon Sodom and Gomorrah brimstone and fire out of heaven, and overthrew the cities. I guess there weren't 10 nice people after all. Lot's wife looked back from behind him, and she became a pillar of salt. What the fuck? What? I'm just gonna... The Lord rained upon Sodom and upon Gomorrah brimstone and fire, and he overthrew the cities and all that which grew upon the ground. Lot's wife looked back from behind him, and she became a pillar of salt. And Abraham got up early in the morning to the place where he stood before the... Like, you can't... What? So when he said, look, just don't turn around, don't look behind you, that wasn't him just giving a motivational pep talk. He sort of meant, because if you do, you will become a pillar of salt. Why a pillar of salt? That's like... Why salt? That is the trippiest... Like, imagine in a TV show where there's like a weird apocalypse story and one of the characters just goes, well, pff, and then it just cuts away. Why is Lot okay with this? So Lot doesn't have a wife now? He just has a pile of salt. And God, meanwhile, I guess is just watching going, well, I warned her. That's mental. And poor Lot just ends up in a cave somewhere with his 2 daughters, no wife, and I have to confess, I know what's going to happen next because I know this bit of the Bible. It's one of the bits of the Bible that made me want to do Sunday school in the first place, because I was like, I can't believe that's in the Bible. I want to read more. Lot and his daughters are in the cave. So the older daughter says to the younger daughter, our father's old now, and there's not a man in the earth to come in unto us after the manner of all the earth. So she literally just is like, look, no one's going to come in us anymore. They're both virgins, but it's basically what they're getting at. Like, our father's old, so he's not really going to have any more kids. We're not going to be, like, our bloodline ends here. We can't really do anything about it. But she has an idea of how they can do something about it. She says, there's not a man in the earth to come in unto us. Come, let us make our father drink wine, and we will lie with him, that we may preserve his seed. And they made their father drink wine that night, and the firstborn went in and lay with her father, and he didn't know when she lay down, nor when she arose. She sleeps with her dad, she sleeps with her dad, and he doesn't realise. And then the next day, the firstborn says to the younger, behold, I lay with my father yesternight. Let us make him drink wine this night also, and you can go in and lie with him, that we may preserve his seed. And they made their father drink wine that night also, and the younger arose and lay with him. Thus were both the daughters of Lot with child by their father, and the oldest bore a son called Moab, and the younger bore a son called Ben-Ami. And that's the end of that section of the Bible. It just ends with 2 lonely daughters raping their dad. This is why I do this. This is why I'm in this business of weekly Bible videos on the internet. This is what I do this for.